Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Good Monday morning. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Brandon Libby. We have a Storm Track 7 yellow alert day for today and tomorrow. Now, the severe threat overall today should be fairly low, although we can't rule out some strong storms. But especially tonight into tomorrow, there will be multiple rounds of severe weather expected, especially for Tuesday afternoon. And I'll show you why here. Well, as we go through today, rain is ongoing this morning. That's going to clear out and allow this warm front to lift through. And then it's basically going to get stuck somewhere between Highway 20 and Highway 18. Most of what we see for this afternoon will be very, very isolated, but the chance for storms will go up here for tonight, kind of riding along that front, beginning in central Iowa, then moving into eastern Iowa. And that's primarily going to come after midnight tonight, giving you the chance for some large hail and damaging wind gusts with some of these storms. The tornado threat would be very isolated, but it's a lower threat overall. So it's a level 2 out of 5 for our western counties, level 1 out of 5 across the rest of eastern Iowa. However, we'll expect multiple rounds to continue through tomorrow morning, with the main event coming off of the cold front for tomorrow afternoon. It's a level 3 out of 5 risk, and we're right in the middle of that. So everybody in our viewing area covered by that level 3 out of 5 risk, where there could be several tornadoes, some of which could be strong, significant straight line winds, and some large hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. So let's go through future track. We'll walk you through the timing here. We have rain and some storms moving through this morning. Not expected to be severe there. That will essentially clear out by about 10 or 11 a.m., allowing that warm front to come through. And from there, it's partly cloudy skies, maybe a couple of spotty showers and storms along and south of I-84 this afternoon, but those should be fairly brief. More of the activity will pop up in central Iowa late this evening, and then we'll eventually organize and move into eastern Iowa after midnight. Again, could be close or just south of that front. But with any of those storms, much like what we've seen yesterday evening through this morning, it's going to come in multiple rounds. And each round having its own threats of wind and hail and also some heavy rainfall, of course. So Tuesday morning's commute could be fairly wet. And there you see some of those storms progressing even past 7 a.m. into the late morning, and we'll even say the early afternoon. From there, expect partly cloudy skies and temperatures climbing back into the 80s with what's going to be a lot of humidity for tomorrow. Then, of course, developing off of the cold front will be that next line. So starting with individual cells where you're going to have more of a higher tornado threat. But those will eventually grow into a line or a broken line that will eventually swing from west to east, should impact just about all of eastern Iowa. Even in that line, you'll have the threat for some tornadoes, but also the significant wind gusts that will come with that and some large hail. So that's going to start to move in about 4 p.m. and then we'll basically be over the middle of our viewing area by, we'll say, 6 p.m., crossing I-380 after that into our eastern counties by 7 p.m., so Dubuque County there, and then should be out by 9 p.m. completely. Then the severe threat will be over. We'll actually see the rain chances going away, and then into Wednesday should be a nice day with partly cloudy skies. A lot of rain on the way as well, so on top of these severe risks, you're also going to have the localized flash flooding risk too, with 2 to 4 inches of rain possible over the next few days, so quite a bit on the way. Today, looking at high temperatures, upper 70s to about the low 80s, so storms are likely more so this morning. They'll become more isolated heading into the afternoon. Southwest wind about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Then storms are likely tonight. Again, some could be strong to severe with lows down into the low and mid 60s. Tomorrow, 90% chance for storms coming in multiple rounds, all of which could be strong to severe, but especially that afternoon and evening risk. You'll have highs there about the low to mid 80s and very, very humid. Dew points about the mid to upper 60s. So that's going to give you that storm threat. But once we get past a cold front, well, Wednesday is looking pretty nice. Upper 60s to about the low 70s with partly cloudy skies. We have another dry day on Thursday. Then the scattered storms pop back in for Friday, and we'll continue on and off through Memorial Day weekend with high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s.